Yeah, well, we're also watching the rain that is rolling in. It's a first alert weather day today, and that rain is on the way. Ramping up this afternoon and this evening, we're talking 30, 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible, in addition to 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. That could lead to some flooding, especially in some of those areas that are particularly prone to poor drainage and along the coastline as well. So here's our system right now over much of the Ohio Valley, pushing through central Pennsylvania and upstate New York. This is pouring rainfall. Some of this moisture even influenced by Hurricane Melissa all the way down in the ocean off the coast of the Bahamas. This will work its way to us over the next few hours or so. And First Alert Live radar, the only radar in Connecticut, is already picking up on some light shower activity across portions of Fairfield, Litchfield, and New Haven counties. This will continue over the next couple of hours, but most of us will be totally dry until later on this afternoon, and that's when the heavy rain really begins to ramp up. So let's step through it here on Futurecast. You see about 2 o'clock or so, it's still only Fairfield and Litchfield counties that are getting in on some light rainfall. Much of central and eastern Connecticut is dry. Then 3, 4, 5 o'clock, right as we start to get into the evening commute, heavy rain builds in. It will be pouring through the Connecticut River Valley and really across much of southern New England. 6, 7, 8 o'clock here, you see the rain continuing to push out. Eventually, the heaviest of the rain will move into Rhode Island and then off onto the Cape. And then overnight, the shower activity will continue. But by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, this front is out of here. We dry out, and the only thing we're left with is some of those pesky wind gusts through the day tomorrow. So by the time we're all said and done, 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, locally higher amounts possible where some of these downpours set up, especially with the moisture being enhanced by the presence of Melissa. That could lead to some more rainfall, and the wind gusts will be pretty high at times this afternoon. 30 to 40 miles per hour wind gusts not out of the question here, and the wind gusts will be a problem once again tomorrow, as I mentioned. So if you're headed out for trick-or-treating, it will be dry. Temperatures in the 50s, so you may want a light outer layer, but this isn't going to be one of those, wear a winter jacket over your Halloween costume years. But again, it will be windy at times. Wind gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour for your trick-or-treating. Weekend outlook is looking pretty nice. High temperatures in the mid-50s, a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions stick around for Saturday. But by the time we get to Sunday, the wind dies down a little bit. We'll be in the upper 50s along the shoreline as well. Allergy forecast, pollen count remains low. The culprit this time of year is still ragweed, so something to keep in mind. And of course, as I mentioned, Melissa still out there now, much weaker than it was when it made landfall over Jamaica. Now it's a Category 2 hurricane with winds of 110 miles per hour. Like I said, moved past the Bahamas now. This will continue to move out to sea, eventually passing just to the west of Bermuda. So Bermuda could see some impacts as a result. But other than that, this will be a fish storm from here on out and allowing parts of the Caribbean to clean up from what has been a devastating hurricane in some of those areas. So here's the 7-day forecast. Notice we stay windy over the next couple of days. Eventually, the breeze dies off for the back half of the weekend. Also, remember, we turn our clocks back Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Daylight saving time ends, so you enjoy that extra hour of sleep. But then, as we get into next week, those sunset times are going to be quite a bit earlier. Next week, by the way, looking very mild. High temperatures around 60 degrees by the time we get to Election Day.